Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is actually a bonus video. I wasn't planning on even making this a video, but this is a video of me setting up my Stalogy 365 A6 size that I use as my financial journal. This is not a planner. I don't consider this a planner. I'm setting it up for March. And this theme for this month is going to be clouds. It's actually inspired by another bujoer. She goes by the name of Christina77 Star. This is actually pretty much a replica of her March of 2018 spread from last year that I actually bookmarked it and set it to the side. And if I felt like, the urge to bujo, this was the one theme that I was going to use, eventually. And I'm really glad that I actually now have the opportunity to actually, use that inspiration that she provided. So shout out to Christina77 Star for, creating this cute little theme, because I'm not built for the bujo life. Like, I need things all laid out for me. I cannot just sit there and come up with really cute artistic themes. I don't have the time. So anyways, I'm only using pretty much 5 items to create this spread. That includes my pencil, my little Staedtler eraser over there. That's my go-to eraser. 2 different color mild liners. One is, I think, the mild smoky blue, and the other one the mild gray. And this Sharpie pen. That's it. I mean, I have a little ruler, but that's it. That's all I'm using to create all this all this cuteness. If you're interested, I'll, make a list below in the description for you, so you can, try and make this one on your own. I tried to choose the most simplistic one I possibly could that still, looked cute, but wasn't super difficult to actually execute. I mean, clouds aren't really hard to draw. Those little paper sailboat hat things, though, yeah, those took a couple tries for me to get through. But, if you want to do this one, just completely ignore the little sailboat hat things. And, just keep it cracking. Just keep it going. So in this video, you're going to see me make a few mistakes, and even if you don't point them out yourself, my big mouth behind is going to point them out for you. Because why not? I mean, some people are really all about perfection in their planners, and if a sticker isn't laid down right, or if something's not drawn right, they're completely bummed out by it. I mean, on one hand, I understand, especially if you spend a lot of time devoting to a particular spread or a particular look, and one little mistake can really throw you off. But on another end, it's just just Elsa it and let it go. There's no point in you starting all over when you already devoted so much time. Just embrace your mistakes. Seriously. So my mistake on this page is not what I just whited out. It's actually this extra box here that's in front of the one, because I didn't need it, but it's there, and I already put it in Sharpie, so that it lives there now. And I just kept going. I saw it and I looked at it, I'm like, well, I guess this is your new home, because I'm not whiting you out. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna embrace my mistakes and just keep going. Now, on these pages here is where I am trying to set up my weekly expenses page. The monthly spread in the beginning is where I keep track of my daily expenses. And originally, when I did a setup video in January, I felt like it was all these expenses pages seemed extreme. I had my daily expenses page, my weekly expenses page, and a monthly expenses page, and that just seemed like overkill at the time. But honestly, it's not. At least for me, it's not. It's working out really well in me actually keeping track of my expenses and keeping my expenses, my spending, low. So here, I basically just tally up all my expenses that I do during the week and just see like how much actually went into my grocery spending, how much went into my, you know, gas spending, things like that, instead of me trying to like add up all the things every single time, like looking at the weeklies. Oh yeah, there's my second mistake. This is not my weekly expenses pages. These are my wheelie expenses pages. Wheelie expenses. You know what? You know what? I can't with myself sometimes. So we're moving on to my monthly expenses page, and this is just where I keep track of all the categories, and this is not just my spending. This also includes, you know, my bills and my utilities and such. And it covers basically what I budgeted for these categories and what I actually spent for these categories, and what's the difference between the two. Either I'm in the negative or I'm in the positive. So that way I know where I need to reel it in, really. And this page actually really helped me out in the past month, because it turns out I over budgeted for a few things, which is, you know, amazing, because that means that I had some extra money to throw into one of my sinking funds, which is for my daughter's clothes, because we're KonMariing all the stuff, well, in our house, and we're starting off with the clothes, and I'm realizing that her clothes, like her wardrobe is she's already grown out. She's grown out of her fall stuff. She's grown out of everything, and it's annoying AF, because every time I buy something new, she grows out of it within like 2 months, and I need her to pause. Like, just give me like a good 6 months. Like, give me a good season and a half, not even like a full 2 seasons to, like, you know, catch up. But kids. So yeah, after I do my monthly expenses pages, I move on to my sinking funds page, which, I'm sorry, it's kind of cut off and you can't see, but I'm partially blind and I can't see, and it has to be a little bit closer. But yeah, I use that page to mark where my sinking funds go, and right now I'm only focusing on 4, and that includes my dog's yearly shots, my daughter's spring clothing, homeschool. We have a homeschool sinking fund, and a fund for my carb plates. Then we move on to what I call my bread and butter sheet, because it is the sheet that I rely the most upon. Like, honestly, if I didn't have all this other stuff, like if I just had this page and my and just some blank pages to figure out where my money's going every paycheck, like, I'd be good. I'd be okay. And it's my bill tracker page, because this sheet is the only way I can remember when all my bills are due and if I paid them or not. And it's just a simple checklist. It's just a list of all my bills and just a checklist to check them off when they're paid. But I mean, it's the one that it's my go-to sheet. Like, I go there more than I do to track, like, for all my expenses and stuff. Don't get me wrong. Anytime I spend money, I'm writing in those, you know, in my daily spending sheet. But the bill tracker one, that's the one I go to the most, because, you know, that's how I calculate where my money's going. And then my 2 paycheck calculation sheets, they're just really simple. I leave them blank because I just fill them out like every single time I get paid. I mean, you've seen it in my previous videos, right? If you haven't, then, you know, there's a link up in the cards for you to check out my last one. And right after this one anyway is going to be the most recent one. So yeah. And then I decided to try something new, because last month I had like a little extra like space on the side of the monthly, and I called it goals, and then I looked at them like I should have called it notes. So this month I decided to add a little notes page to write down things that I need to do or I should do. Like this month I'm canceling a planner subscription, because I'm trying to cut as many unnecessary expenses as possible to have more money in my bank account. But yeah, so this is the final spread. I think it looks adorable. Janky paper airplane hat, boats and all. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Until next time, thank you so much for joining me. Bye.